Yo, high, low, middle, high. I'm Dang Fart, the pirate poet. Fart is spelled P-H-A-R-T and is an acronym for pretty hot and reasonably talented. Thank you so much for being here with me at whatever time it is that you find yourself with me. I truly appreciate you taking that precious, valuable life that you have, that breathing, that witnessing, that processing, and spending it with me, Dang Fart, the pirate poet. I'm promoting a campaign called the P.O.E.M, Peace on Earth Movement, and the Peaceful Mother Lover Challenge. It's a social media challenge where you make peace on Earth by making a peace sign on the Earth. And then you contribute $1 that goes to me, and 33% of every dollar goes to organizations that are working in permaculture and sustainable housing and psychedelics and plant medicine, and a lot of powerful transformational models and how we can really create a thriving tomorrow, which we can do. We can create a thriving tomorrow. And this is me and my poem project that is the foundation for me to grow into my more empowered creative self. Today I'm talking about what is really the cornerstone of my philosophy and the way that I work within this world. And I've just kind of always never questioned the innate understanding of my understanding that everything is inherently connected, and then all the science and everything, even very physical science and physics. I remember in high school and just thinking about the law of thermodynamics, I believe is what it is, that energy be created or destroyed, and that it just always transforms. And it was just well, in that case, everything is always just transforming and informing itself and rearranging itself, and that it's all just changing within this physical form at least, and that it's all just made up within and of itself. And then my relationship with psychedelics just continued that further belief and seeing all kinds of crazy magic. Also studying a lot of Eastern arts, meditation, and meditation was always a very integral part of my life since I was a very young child. I grew up in Fairfield, Iowa, the epicenter of transcendental meditation, and had my first meditation technique at 5 years old. So I was always, I don't quite remember my childhood, my youth very well, really much at all. I know it happened, at least I'm pretty sure I'm not a clone or a robot. Maybe we'll have to break my head open and do some tests. Woo! I don't feel like being a science experiment for the government. No. You shouldn't either. Ooh, what's he saying? Nothing. I'm not saying nothing. I'm saying life, liberty, and make art and creativity. Make art and creativity. But back to what I was talking about was the interrelation and the interconnection of all things, and that the foundation of my philosophy has always been that what is truly good for another is truly good for me. What is truly good for me is truly good for another. And so you're probably going, well, hey bro, it's all subjective. Or, you may be saying that it's all like God, and God just does everything, and we're all just playing here in little ponds of that creation, and I don't think it's really quite either of those. And there is, so what do I mean by it's truly good for you? What's truly good for me? I mean, really just getting to the basics, get rid of all of the refined garments and things that keep us from understanding and relating authentically to each other, and keep us distanced from each other, and not being able to support each other in a way that creates a thriving world, because the only way we can thrive is together, which again, that's why the foundation of my philosophy and understanding and all the work that I do is that what's truly good for you is truly good for me. What's truly good for me is truly good for you. And just simple, clean food, clean water, clean air, the ability to put value into the world, and not have to be yoked by having to do work that you're not feeling called to. I feel, yes, we all have to work, and there's nothing wrong with doing a entry-level job, but it's about having a bigger vision and then having that it fulfills you. And if your goal in life is just to like work in a grocery store and like provide good healthy food for people, that's a great life. And I feel like our society should value the people doing all of those things and provide them with an abundance of resources within them for doing that work, and that we have the ability to it. The amount of wealth that is in this world, and where it's all segmented and channeled to and siphoned off into wherever, is a whole another issue. But again, that comes back to the same root of what's truly good for me is what's truly good for you. I don't think all of these people that have these massive amounts of money and whatever, they are, how happy are they having to then run all these sheets and like doing all this work? Some of them might be that have achieved success within it. But always, Mark Zuckerberg, he's fucking got all the money in the world, yet he can't go anywhere without having a team of security guards and always looking over his shoulder. Who's gonna get me? Who's gonna get me? Like, I don't ever want to live that life. And if becoming a notorious artist of notoriety and fame were to lead to that, then I wouldn't ever want to live there. But my purpose in my art is to get it out to the world and share it with the world and share my gifts and help us all live inspired. And so that's like, again, like for me, living my highest life and truly being mindful of the resources and everything that I'm taking in, but not to like completely starve myself either, because to me, to starve myself so that the world can eat is not also good. It's not good for me, so it's not good for the world, and vice versa. We all have to create that balance where we can all get our needs met, and we have the ability to do it. We can create that world, and I believe without a doubt that we are in the process of creating that world. A good network that I am associated with, the P.O.E.M network, is a great representation of that and where it's going and how it's all unfolding. So yeah, we have such a bright future, and we can do it and create the unfolding and the unflowering. So thank you for being here. And what's truly good for me is truly good for you. Clean water, clean air, love, kindness, happiness. Thank you all so much for being here with me. I'm Dankfart the Pirate Poet. I'll catch you later.